let us know when you're ready. Can I have row 1 to make your lunch choice? Good morning, parents. We're so glad to be live streaming this morning. You are going to see how we do reading win time. And right now we're just still gathering from getting off snowy weather gear and lining up our boots and putting our things away in our locker. We have some children who are making their lunch choice and then joining us at the group. And then we're going to get started with our win time. Some of my friends have already joined my win para across the hall for a few minutes, and they'll be coming back into our classroom in just a little bit. Boys and girls, could I have your attention right here? You know all about what we need to target this morning. We are going to be doing what, everybody? Reading win. So I'm going to be wanting you to know how to make a bullseye with your reading. How are we going to hit the target? How are we going to know that we know our learning? This is all about your choice. You get to pick it this morning. You get to pick what you're learning, just like we do every day. There are things you can do in word work. That's where we learn about ABCs and how to put letters into words. You can learn about writing, and you know where to go to practice writing. The green drawers. And the word work is in the blue drawers. And there's also the reading area where you might want to listen to a story on your Chromebook. Yesterday, we read a book called David's Drawings, and we have a class tree ready for you to add some things on it. And we also are learning a nursery rhyme about a mouse. Do you remember what that's about? What's that nursery rhyme?
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock.
The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down.
Hickory dickory dock.
You might want to make a mouse and a clock and tell about the poem. So those are some things that we're going to be working on this morning. And the big thing is that you have to know what you're choosing to learn. I'll be coming around to say, what are you learning? What are you learning? So be ready to answer that question so we know that we're hitting the target, okay? I'm also going to call some kids to my table to work with you. If I don't call you today or during this morning, I'll call you later in the day, and then maybe tomorrow. So everybody gets a turn, okay? And next, I would like I think there's one more row that needs to make their lunch choices this morning. If you did not make a lunch choice, go ahead. Let's get all of that taken care of. And while you're doing that quick and quiet, would everybody stand up and join me at the big screen? Have a seat right there very quickly this morning. I want to show you some new jobs. David, would you sit right there? Thank you. The first thing I want to show you, well, you came over so nicely. That's fantastic. All eyes up here so you know what you can do this morning. Just a quick reminder, last week we learned the rhyme, the itsy bitsy spider, and we're learning how to read silly words and real words. You might want to practice this page where you cut out the words. The real words. Real. What's the first sound? The real words are at the top. The silly words. Silly. What's the first sound? Silly words are to be glued at the bottom. You can find this page back in the reading area because that's where we study our poetry each week. You might want to make a mouse out of the scrap box. This was my idea. You might have a different idea about how to cut and glue a mouse using different shapes today we're going to listen to a story called Mouse Shapes. So I used all different kinds of shapes to make my mouse. What shape?
Square.
What shape?
Rectangle.
What shape?
Triangle.
What shape?
Circle.
Oh, you got it. Are these flat shapes or solid shapes?
Flat.
So you might want to retell the poem about, the nursery rhyme about Hickory Dickory Dock. And don't forget, I also showed you how to do the superstar pages from yesterday. And we're reviewing some words. This is the superstar page for the word what? And you could also choose the word to. How do we spell to?
T-O spells two.
Great. Can I have quiet hands and laps? And then put your eyes right up here, please. I am going to go to my classroom, the teacher. This is what you would do on your Chromebook. And if you're interested in working on your Chromebook today, I want to point out a couple things. Maybe you want to do some word work. So you would go to Word Work Win. And I have some new games for you. We're learning about real words and silly words. So there are some words in the middle. You need to read the word and decide, is this a silly word? Silly, what's the first sound? Or is this a real word? Let's push the sounds. At. Oh, I like how your fingers were ready. Can everybody do that? At. So, is this a real word or a silly word?
Real.
A real word. So I would click in the box under real words. This Christmas tree is going to be decorated with real words. And I would type the word cat. Spell it with me, please.
C-A-T spells cat.
Now I'm going to do the next one. Let's say the sounds. Get your fingers up. Ready, Shane? And say the sounds. And what word? Fan. Real word, silly word?
Real.
That's what I thought you said. Fan. How do I spell it?
F-A-N.
Now, let's do one more, and then I'm going to let the rest for you. Let's say the sounds. Get your fingers. Ab. Sab.
Nope.
No what?
It's not a real word.
Not a real word. That's a silly word. S. Then what?
A-B.
We are focusing on the short A sound. A says, everybody, ah. In these words, they're all about the short A. You're going to hear it in every word. Ah. Now, I'm going to undo my work so that you'll have a turn to do your work. Please remember, after you do each page, lots of different words to do, then you're going to decide, was this an easy job? Thumbs up, I got this. I know real words and silly words, and I know how to read them. Sit nice, please. Was this job sometimes easy, sometimes a little bit hard? I knew some of the words, but I didn't know all of the words. Or, what's this? I'm stumped. I really need some help. I don't know how to do this job. After you evaluate the job, then you're going to hit submit. Touch your head if you know how to turn in your assignment. It either says submit or turn in. Usually it says turn in. My screen looks different, so I can't show you. If you have a question about how to turn in your work, just let us know. We've got some techies that know how to do that in our room, and I'll be floating around if I'm not working with somebody, okay? Word work win. Here's another option. You might want to read words and put them with the picture. What's the first word?
Hair.
Oh, look at my readers. You have to find that cross. Make your fingers like a cross. And you have to find that cross and click and drag to the picture that says ham. You can put it on the picture or right under the picture. What word? Hat. Click and drag. What word? Bat. Does this word belong on this page?
No.
I'm going to leave that right there. What word?
Hair.
I'm noticing that these words all have what vowel? A. And short A says, everybody, ah. There are some other pages for you to do. What is this picture? Jam. What is this? This is tricky. Pad. That's a pad of paper. What is this? Man. And I'm going to see if you can do the last one all by yourself. I'm going to undo my work. Don't forget when you're done to tell me how it went for you. Okay?
Okay.
Then push turn in and I will get to see your work on my computer. What if you want to do some writing today? Yesterday, I showed you how to be an author of your own book. You could still choose that. It's out in the yellow tray here at the writing area. Or you might want to write a journal page, or you might want to practice something like this. Read the sentence.
I see a.
Now you have to pick and use your sounds. I see, let's write bell. I see a bell. Put your fist up. B. What letter is first? B. B. A. What letter? Ooh, that's a tricky one. Listen. A. E. Yeah, Bryn and Autumn, can you get where I can see you, please? And the last sound? Bell.
L.
L. Now, does anybody know, do you think that that looks how we spell bell? Those are the right sounds. Josh is saying, no, there's something more we need to add. Yeah? There's actually 2 L's in this word, but you don't have to know that. It's okay with me if you just put the sounds that you hear. If you know that there's 2 L's, you can put it. If you're not sure, put the word sounds that you hear, put the letters that you hear. Look, you can practice how to spell gift or candy cane. And we're also practicing our sight words. Elf. Ooh, here's a big long word. Peppermint. So I'll be excited to see what you do with that. Does any of this look like fun? Are you making some decisions about your learning this morning?
Yes.
Good. I want to invite you to explore and make some choices. Whoops, just a minute, I didn't say go, but I'm so glad you're excited. Sit down. I want you to touch your head when you know what you want to learn this morning. So parents, just a reminder, we have drawers of manipulatives and supplies that they can do during this wind time. And then we also have Chromebook options that match the drawer. So Writing Win, they would go to Writing Win on the Chromebook. Word Workstation is over in the other place, and they could go to WordWork on their computer. So it's a digital classroom and a physical classroom that they're going to be choosing from. Who's ready to have some fun learning this morning? While you make some quiet choices, stay dressed. I need to let the office know about our lunch count this morning. If you're not going to use your computer, could you put it away, please? So we can have our table ready?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
Megan, would you take care of your computer unless you're going to use it? Oh, the scrap box. That's a great place. In making your choice, I'll be around to see what you're learning. I think you can question out. Markers or crayons to make a good choice of what you want to use.
I'll make that for you. Yeah, it's true. I'm sorry. What do you want to do this?
Mrs. Jones's second group, please.
Oh, thanks. You're ready. Can you come and join me at my big table? Come on over. What are you learning? Okay, I'm going to come and check. Sit down quietly and I'm going to come and watch you play. What word? What word? Okay, now I'm going to ask you what word? What word?
Look at that. Look at that.
What word?
Yellow here.
Did I find a match?
When I poked it out, it didn't even cut.
So do
See?
you know how to play
It
this
didn't
game?
get cut. I'll show you. I know.
Assign the matches. You're going to work
I'll show you that. I'll show you. No, that part don't work out. The other part is kind of now I'll make the A. This is your quiet spot. This is my quiet spot. This is my quiet spot. So no, I made it. Yeah, you can. Take the seeds.
So, I'm interested in knowing, what are you learning this morning?
How to make things with beginning sounds.
Beginning sound. So what letter sound are you working on, Autumn?
I'm working on I'm gonna do the egg, but still my turn.
So, egg. What's the first sound? Wait, listen again. Egg. What's the first sound? Egg. What letter says that?
I got two. Same thing.
Okay. So I'm going to come back and see what else you make for other letters. Okay. Then be thinking about what your next choice is going to be.
We know we can't do play.
What word and?
The.
And what word?
I.
Do they match?
No.
No match.
No.
What are you learning over
Like,
here?
I'm making a vowel.
Oh, because
What is this?
outside. Right? So this has to be something you would see outdoors. Would you see a pretend mouse outside?
Let's do just
Right, so our story was about things we would see outside on the way to school. Now let's have a look. Could I have your eyes up here?
No, it's my turn.
I'm gonna write hour.
Too hard for us to figure out. And we have to say what this is, right?
Did you push the sounds?
Do you have to say what this is?
No. Class. Our test. Drawing. This is tricky.
The next time when we do
The letter. I'm gonna help with this.
Right?
There's 3 letters. Our test. Now, I don't want silly words. I want, if you want to make it your check.
Nope.
This has to be outside around the tree. Okay, make sure it's a, I don't know if you have a pretend mouse, is what I'm trying to say.
I will break
Skip that one. Sometimes they're missing and I'll have to look for it. So, I have a question. What rhymes with mouse? What rhymes with hickory? What rhymes with dickory? Make up a word.
Now I have to bring back
How about hickory? How about hickory? Rhymes with what to learn right now. That's busy. Gotta make a different choice right now.
I bought the basket.
This is your treasure. You had yesterday, so they're not far away. Did you look at all the baskets? I see them. Funny looking blue bin. Did you get this figured out? Okay. What are you trying to do? So what's your next something that I'm listening to? Something that see what kind of book connection we're in.
Hey, we could make different kinds of cookies. We can Look at that. Hey, this is Vaughn.
Josh, I'll be right with you. Tyson, I like that you know how to get right into that. Thanks for knowing what to do. Your paper. Let's look. Got lots of choices here. You can sort first down. Nobody's This is a fantastic choice. I like it. What are you trying to do?
Oh, found it.
What do you want to learn? Oh, you want to do word words? Silly words? Real words? Word words. Word when they all begin with. Let me know if you need help. What are you learning? Nice. I'm glad you know exactly what you're targeting this morning. What are you learning? I can't wait to see your work. Turn in. Okay. You can put one more thing on our drawing, and then you need to make a different choice. So other people can add to our class drawing. One more idea. I want to see one more beginning sound, and then I want you to make a new choice this morning. Be thinking about what that next choice is. What's this? House. What's the first sound? I like how you answered the sound. What is the letter? You got it. You were already thinking about your next choice? On the computer? Oh, remember to wash your hands after you do Eli, what do you like? You're going to be a superstar with a word. And that's great. You don't know what it did.
Mommy, I'll let you do that. Let's not do cookies anymore.
Just have to put
I'm sand of my house. I'd like to see it. Mommy, I'll let you. Mommy, I'll let you. This is mine. Oh, and mine. Remember, you need to use a mat. I get it. Mine's a hot plate.
I like their bumpy on top and bottom. That's fabulous.
Oh, I like that. Yesterday,
Or a table so we can leave this open for.
I do like your nails. I also have page on my pony.
You're doing it.
Oh, let's not put this away. Yeah, his glove. Yeah. Let's go.
I think it's
Big game. Yeah, I don't forget. I don't like it.
Ready? Do you know what you're doing? Good. Now you have to use your hands. You're gonna be a superstar about the word. What? What word? What word?
I got a green marker. That's pink.
One man found that before. Now,
God, what? This is the ring. Yeah. I'm just doing what I can. I know how to make stars. How to make stars. See? No. Have you seen a bat? You're supposed to have that. See?
dog. Now you do it by yourself.
No, you have to make the moon. It can't be rainbow.
There it is.
It's a moon.
Now what do we have to write here?
I need scissors. They're 30 moon. Okay, I'm gonna make it perfect. Oh, it's like we're in
Now we have to write the word here. We're getting really good at it.
Me too. You love what I did. When I was two on the beach. What I did, I was two on the beach. I was two on the beach. I'm at level 2. Crane. No, I said crane. Josh down in level 6. It's so hard. What? I let socks go.
Listen to me read it. I see a cat and dog. Say it, everyone.
What is that?
I
What is that?
see a cat
Just a different
and dog. Again. I
No.
see a
No,
cat
that's that
and dog. Not a dog. We have to make our fingers match. Try it with me again. I see a cat. Whoops, let's get our fingers. See a cat and dog.
Birdie, stop. Sweetheart. What is that even? You know Amazon.
Good up now.
I know that.
Now what do we have to do?
Why not break? It's on
Now,
Amazon.
push it down.
No way. Like here.
This big.
Nice.
Small little. What word is this? You gotta figure out the word first. Say the sound.
Oh, this is cool. Shooting stars. There's the wings.
Now what do you learn?
I want home by bird.
Ooh, what are you learning? You're reading sentences now. What are you learning? Something that goes slow. You have to match the sound. Yeah. Before we do that, let's take this word. That's how they should go in. Alright, find a good spot on the floor. That's going to take up some good space. Oh! And he's going up the clock.
Yeah.
And the clock hands
In numbers.
has numbers in order. And the clock struck. And down he went. Hickory dickory dock. I like how your mouth goes up and down. That's very inventive. Very creative. Now what's your choice? Looks like you're going to go do something else. What would be a good idea?
Because I didn't do it. It did not good.
About what? And then we'll do that.
He's coming out my
You're going to be thinking, huh? I'll check in again in a minute. Did you finish? Oh, you need your scissors and glue?
I was trying to place it, but then it did this.
Okay, that sounds good.
Oh, you're getting a little hat for
Friend.
no hair. Beautiful hat. No, man, I got
Let's work on our line this week. You're learning. Starting corner. And what side
Okay, I'm making a chair. Here, I make hair. How do you make an umbrella? Oh, umbrella is want me to make an umbrella for you? Yeah. I can make an umbrella for you. And want me to make an umbrella for you? Not for you. Want me to make an umbrella for you? I have that one. Yeah. These. I'll be up like that too. My mom's phone, do you have a phone? I don't want
Would you need a pencil? Let's use a pencil for writing.
Let's go. It's like spreading. So it goes all the way around.
Good idea.
We haven't got that. We haven't get our picture right.
That's how you get your picture. What did you make?
I made a chair.
Wait, for what sound?
B.
Let's go with our letters, because you gotta know what you're learning. Oh, what letter are you gonna work on? This is all about beginning sound.
Oh,
So you're gonna make something for H. I can't wait to see it. I'll be right back. Could I have Autumn and Charlotte?
What is this guy? And I just acted him. Oh, like, look what Reagan is. Oh my god. Look what I made. And I used them like this. We are doing these. And I have
Let's spell and. Let's look right here. You're spelling it with your letters. What letter is going to go first? Spell what? And.
What did he say?
Could I please have Benjamin, Autumn, Charlotte, Shane, and Spencer?
Okay, no.
I did.
I like my hand. Oh, Benjamin, Charlotte. Oh, sorry. Take it off. I'm up to the clock. Just for now.
Is that fun?
Yeah, because I just got good dripping in it. It's so fun to get it because they're so I studied on that. I never get
What letter comes next? What are you learning? The alphabet order. I like how you do it. That's good work. What did you make? A ham. I love to have ham. Do you like to eat ham too?
Yeah.
What are the sounds in ham? Ham. Could you roll some snakes and make that word with Play-Doh? Let me see. I'll be back in a minute. Oh, I love that you're practicing our new letters with the Keely card. We're going to do that later. Right now I would like you to get onto lesson. And your computer is out, so all you need is your phone. Got it? Oh, I need Brienne, Cadence, and Aubrielle come and clean up the table so I can use it with another group. Please. Did she say please too? Oh, good.
My mom takes that.
Could I have, listen carefully, I need Ellie, Jacob, Megan, and Reagan. Come and join me, please.
I see myself. Mr. Marie, I see myself. I see myself in there.
Let's focus on our work that we need to be doing
I
during this
see
time.
Brian and Cadence.
Guys,
Now it's Brian and Eli.
can we work
No,
on
And
that?
do you need a helper?
Eli and
Are you going to get on your Lexia? Do you need a helper? Eli, do you need a helper? David, do you need a helper? Do you need a helper? Or do you know what your job is? Okay, show me. Yesterday we met. Oh. Did we do this? Wait, oh, silly, I got the wrong idea. I gotta call the other group over here. We're doing different things in different ways. I want you to pick a card. Okay, I want you to pick 3 cards and go sit and read around the tree. Okay, now go whisper read around the tree.
Wait.
Let's give Reagan a pick. Now you can trace. You can trace when you're over there. If you didn't get one that you like, trace. And I need Logan, Jade is not here. Logan, Addison, and Tyson. Logan, Addison, Tyson. I know. You can go right back to it. How do we get good at reading? Addison, come and join us for a quick minute or 2, and then you can go right back. Thanks. And Logan's on the way.
The apple is so hard.
I want to hear some reading this morning.
Why do you do that?
And I love your Santa. You're doing a good job with details. Tell me the rhyme, Dylan. Tell me the rhyme. Now, to get a bullseye with a sentence, what do we need at the beginning? Logan with me. I want to see. Show me one.
How did you do
Now Jacob these pyramid reading sentences really help you get good at what? Reading. It helps you know the words, doesn't it? Okay, I want you to go billboard. I want you to roll the Play-Doh and make the letters come into life. And I want to hear it.
The green cup. I'm not in the green group. I'm in the red group.
That's a hard one. High five. Nice job.
Courtney's going here.
Good job. Let me see.
Music.
You figured it out. Wait, I want to see point.
That's Coco.
No, let's start with mine. Point. Whisper. Whisper.
Look at my
Good. It's not a race. Whisper.
Cats.
Yes.
I did it. That's why I was using the letter. Were you sad with the pasta on the carpet?
Kindergartners, about 1 minute before we clean up today. Did you figure this out? That was a challenge this morning. Let me see this. You say it. I see it in your Play-Doh. Nice spelling. That was the first time we've done that, huh? Oh, did you pass a level? Oh, I am sorry. That's great.
I didn't pass a level.
And you're working on
I
what?
don't need a lot of kites.
On silly words and real words. You're sorting.
I'm going to do it.
You know what? We're going to save this for your quiet time today because we're going to clean up. This has been so fun. We could do this. We could do this all morning because this has been such a fun time of learning where kids make their choices, and I'm just here to support and guide their work and the things that they're inspired to learn about. That's what I love about reading Wing Time. We're going to be closing this time and cleaning up our classroom, and we're going to go sing some songs and get ready for our sing-along next week. We hope all of you parents can make it to that on December 19th. Thanks for sharing this time with us. Have a great day.